Any other discussion?
Well, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I guess I didn't feel like I got an answer on when did we contact the attorneys at PPG? Can I get an answer to that?
Yes, ma'am.
We did. And what was their answer
What was your answer to what, ma'am?
to my proposal? When we asked if they would consider delaying the closing of the PPG property, what did they say?
They said they would consider we spoke to outside counsel, not one of the attorneys inside the corporation. And they said that they would take the matter back to PPG.
Okay.
And they said they very seriously doubted if PPG would consider allowing the closing to extend past the current date, which is mid-December. We have not heard further back from them, but the counsel with the attorney, Mr. Whitworth, with whom we spoke, stated very emphatically that how important he thought it was that the city clarify its position regarding either going forward with the contract or not.
Okay, so were those 4 items after that, my proposal, those weren't enough? I mean, the ones that I read in the meeting, rental rates to the city, were those the reason, were they asking for reasons why we wanted to do this?
No, ma'am, all we did was convey what we understood the motion to be that was passed by the council, and that was to explore the possibility of allowing the closing to be delayed.
Okay, well, I guess, did they respond to that in writing?
No, ma'am.
They didn't?
No.
Wonder why?
They emphasized to us.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said they emphasized to us that there was a signed sales agreement. And the terms of that agreement were very clearly set forth. And we need to be very cautious not to suggest anything to PPG that the city was taking any action that would be in breach of that agreement.
All right. Well, I thought that I would get an answer, yes or no. I don't understand why I didn't get one.
Well, I can't do anything whether we did, and that was to contact the outside counsel. I think as we shared with you last week, what the council was what the outside counsel, the approved PPG was looking for, was to understand the position of the city, whether or not the city was going forward with this agreement or not.
Okay, well, I think that there was, enough support here that we felt that we could ask them that, and if they want to know why, can we talk to them about that? Is that possible?
Ma'am, your question, Ms. Portella, is becoming very close to matters which, if we address them in greater depth, could create great issues for the city in going forward.
Well, I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to do that. Again, I'm just a plain person that when I have a question, I would like it answered, and if they can't answer it or no one can, okay, we shall move on, as this council has indicated, that's what they want to do.
By their silence, they may very well be saying that we have a signed sales agreement with you. We intend to be honored by it. We intend to honor its terms, and we expect you to also.
Okay, I didn't know that's what silence said. I would just wonder why that couldn't be said. Choose those words and say that either way. I understand, but I thought that we could go back and ask them, and I thought that's what I asked you to do. You asked the council,
We asked the attorney, and we
their
intend to hear
attorneys.
back from them.
Okay, so they're choosing not to respond.
I don't want to speak to PPG, and all I can share with you is that we did not receive any further response.
All right, thank you.
There is a motion and a second on the floor.
Mr. Mayor,
Any further discussion? Yes, sir.
I made a motion.
Kennedy.
Senator Tyler.
Yeah, Senator Tyler.
Where is Kennedy? Get him out.
Is This council's got the floor.
Mr. Mayor, since I made the motion. Yeah, I'll show you how to do it. There we go. I don't mind keeping, I'm short-winded.
Really not a joke.
Mr. Mayor and council members, with your indulgence, I'd like to make a statement. Statement titled, My Turn. This council has been belittled, berated for supposedly not doing our due diligence. We have been threatened with legal action, had our intelligence insulted. We have been offered what I would consider a bribe. We have been the focus of intense campaign of intimidation. The group behind all this, I have the floor. The group behind all this meanness and our opposition to this opportunity to provide jobs and a broader and stronger tax base for Crystal City and the surrounding area have engaged in a malicious campaign of spreading rumors to cause fear in our citizens, taking statements and information out of context to create false impressions of facts. They have made personal attacks on the mayor, city clerk, and building commissioner. They have questioned Wings Enterprises' solvency. They have implied that this purchase lease agreement will give the Chinese Communist Party an opportunity to endanger our homeland security. The latest rumor I heard was that Chuck Banks, our presiding county commissioner, is telling people that Old Town, part of Ward 1, will be bulldozed to create a new road. Rumor! I repeat, just another mindless rumor. This is getting out of hand and may even become dangerous. And that's the reason I have made that motion, Mr. Mayor. I call for a vote.
Does anyone except Pam care for re-election?
The motion has been made and seconded.
Put it to a vote of the citizens.
All, order. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
4-4. What do we got? All in favor? Opposed? 5-3. Motion carried. Now,
There's the intelligence.
listen. There will be order in this council chambers. How many times do I have to say that? What is the council's pleasure on the second issue regarding review and consideration of other possible development proposals for the PPG site? Have your questions concerning the lease agreement with Wings Enterprise been satisfactorily answered? Further, does the city risk possible litigation over not proceeding in good faith and the lease agreement after the Wings Enterprises, in reliance thereon, had deposited $2.2 million in escrow and began the survey work at its expense? What is the council's pleasure?
Mr. Mayor, I move that the city must, excuse me, Mr. Mayor, I move that the city not review at this time another possible development project for the PPG site in light of the valid and binding lease agreement with Wings Enterprises and the city's obligation to proceed in good faith with that lease agreement as Wings Enterprises to date.
Why not?
Motion's been made. Is there a second? Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? 5-3. Motion carried.